Today we're going to talk about yet another way for you to engage with your audience and gain new followers through the use of mentions. Yes, Instagram mentions is something that Instagram is putting together for you to show you which users are not only engaging with your content, saving your content or sharing it, but they're taking the extra step of sharing it in a story. This is why it's important to interact with this immediately, because the stories will drop off, they will go away, and that's a missed opportunity if you don't take advantage of it. This video is going to cover how to use those Instagram mentions to your advantage. An Instagram mention is the sharing of your content, but not in the normal aspect as you see on a post. You have your likes, you have your comments, and you have your shares, but you can't see who shared it. But what Instagram does is for those users that take your content and not only share it, but do it in the form of a story, which is a much personal method of sharing, they will actually categorize that for you, and it can be found from your main page. Hit the heart icon. It's a stories about you or mentions. These are users that have taken your piece of content and shared it with their friends, with their followers, with their even close friends if they have that feature set up through their stories. However, we know stories last for 1 day or 24 hours, so that will drop off. But what this does for you, it creates another path where you can connect with that user because they've taken your content already and they're sharing it. So you have a foot in the door with that connection with them. So there's a couple things you can do at this point, but one of the things you have to make sure you do is actually take advantage of it, because it'll drop off and it'll go away. So in this example, if we look at the mentions for this post, there are 37 mentions. That is a good number. Likely, depending on the size of your account, you may be getting this volume, you may be not. If you're getting more than that, congratulations, you're doing great. But 37 mentions that Instagram has pulled together of people sharing your content on a 24-hour clock is fantastic. But that's 37 people that you can engage with that have already given you a foot in the door to make that connection with them. So what do we do? There are a couple different options that you can take to utilize this opportunity that's been given to you. First is one that I talk about in other series with other data points that Instagram gives you, is to reach out and connect with that individual, either by responding on your own to a story of your content. I know it may seem a little odd to respond to your own content, but this person has taken your content and shared it. That's what we all want. Shareability is huge and probably the most important thing. So that's why Instagram creates this for us. Reach out on that post and that story and react to it. When you do that, whether it's liking it, whether it's swiping up and leaving an emoji or a comment, that goes directly to their DMs. But it does something even better. Not only does it message them, but it'll actually show your post to them to give them a point of reference. So now it's not a blank just message from some stranger. They will see the cover photo of your post plus your message underneath. That's fantastic. That gives them familiarity. That gives them that connection that you need and you want as a creator to build that connection with your audience. And you can do a couple things, but what we want to use this for is a call to action, or CTA, which is talked about on all social media platforms, and something that's really important for you to do as a creator. So what are your options for CTAs? You can do a couple different things. You can use a CTA to draw the user back to your page. If they're already a follower, you can use a CTA to potentially expand your brand. You can use a CTA to push a product. You can use a CTA for whatever you want to do. Direct them to another social media platform, direct them to your other page, direct them to a website. Whatever it is that you want to do, this opens the door for you. And in a case like this, while it may not seem a lot, there are 37 people that have not only liked, engaged with your content, but they've shared it to their personal friends. So when you reach out to them and you engage with them and you give them a legitimate CTA, there is a higher potential than ever before that they actually respond in one form or another. It is very likely that even if they don't respond to your CTA or call to action, that they will likely visit your profile to see who you are. They're already familiar with your post. You've now responded to them. They see the connection. They've engaged with your content. There's nothing stopping them from either visiting your page or responding to you personally and potentially following you and your account, which is what we want. I want to take a moment to talk about if somebody responds to you when you DM them, don't ghost that individual. Talk to them. Show them that you're a real person. Whatever it is, this little conversation that you have with them is going to go a long way. Make sure you capitalize on that, because that'll give them a connection to not only your content, but to you. And this is important whether you're a faceless channel or whether you're getting behind the camera. They will connect to you and your profile, especially if you've branded yourself appropriately. If you have continuity in your content and they see the same style happening more and more, they will associate this to you. Again, whether you're a faceless account or whether you're getting behind the camera, it's going to pay off both ways. So make sure you take advantage of this opportunity. Again, anytime Instagram is isolating a piece of data for you, you have to utilize that as a source of engagement and a way for you as the creator to reach out and connect. Instagram is not coming up with these things just because they have nothing to do. They're doing it because it's an important metric. And if we look at these, and it comes in many different forms, and we have to pay attention to it, whether it's Instagram mentions, whether it's your insights, whether it's best practices, Instagram is taking this information and it's trying to guide you on how to make your content better and how to reach a better audience. Make sure you don't miss out on these tools that Instagram is providing you. I hope you found this video useful, and now go and take advantage of those mentions because they will disappear in 24 hours. Before you do that, hit subscribe or like. It'll take you a second, and then go and take care of those mentions before they disappear, and stay on that once a day. Jump in there. I know you're on it more than once a day. Take a look. If you have those mentions, reach out and engage with those people and build that connection that's so important between a creator and a viewer, that you can captivate that audience and keep them engaged for long. This is just another tool for you to put in your toolbox and use as you're growing your account. I hope you find it useful, and good luck.